Hey, what's up, guys? Today I just want to show a couple of replays. We'll start here of what I think is the strongest attack in the game right now, which is going to be Queen Walk Miners. Now, this is Comfort v Dub. I was never a miner guy. I mean, I know there was a time when miners were like the crazy meta and way overpowered, and we all used them, but we just spammed them. This guy knows so much more about the miner attack than I do. So I've been working with him on my miner strategy. As you guys know, I've been time failing pretty much, at least half of the time. So he starts his queen walk at 6. Wrecker into basically the eagle and queen compartment. But he doesn't really get there, I don't think, with this wrecker, which is fine. And it's because the queen takes it down. And he had miners in his wall wrecker, which he said he regrets. He wishes he had had Valks. So pretty much swagged to CC there from what he tells me. So he poisons the CC, and now he starts his funnel king at the 9 o'clock, miners in to the multi-target Inferno with the Warden's assistance. Now, what he tells me is that you have to cut a fine path for the miners. It seems like this is a common theme in Clash, right? So he says the magic number is, I think he said 15 tiles wide. But I'll play with that a little bit and see how true that is. I do trust him, though. The guy knows what he's talking about, so. Here he goes. King coming around the top. Miners pushing through the second Inferno tower. And they also were doing work on that, town hall compartment. That group of compartments with the town hall. He didn't use his warden there because if you noticed, his warden was doing a lot of dancing and would have been useless. So he had to hold it till here, which proved to be pretty good. There's a Tesla farm and the king back here. So it gets a little bit nasty, but I'm going to times 2 it because this raid's pretty much over. Between his king, the barbs, and what's left of the miners, he does manage to bully his way through this base. So, if I'm not mistaken, it's almost completely maxed. I think maybe the cannons were not maxed, but it's a good raid. And then he also hit this base here. Now, I don't know about you, when I look at this base, I'm like, no way. Why the hell would you ever go near this with miners? It just doesn't make sense to me. But he explained it to me, and then I saw this, and it really opens my mind a little bit to a different way of thinking about how to cut paths and how to funnel troops like miners. So, since the town hall is exposed, he goes ahead and walks his queen directly into the town hall. Wizard to funnel to make sure she doesn't go outside. So here he's already got the funnel, or he's already got the town hall, and he's not even going to need a rage to take it down, which is pretty crazy. Now he does something else really interesting is he puts his wall wrecker down here, right? And what he's basically wanting to do is break into here and get this T-junction here, because he wants to walk his queen through this compartment, okay, with the air defense and cannon. Now he brings a couple of hogs in support of the wall wrecker, which crazy, I'd never thought about that, but that's pretty great because now all those point defenses are either down or targeting the hogs, and the wall wrecker gets all the way there. Now you'll notice here, he misses that T-junction by 1 tile, 1. Now I was with him live on Discord when that happened, and his exact reaction was shit. But, you persevere on and see how things play out. So he's got his miners and his king at 12 miners to push through the base. Warden to support. Had to use the queen ability there. Ends up getting the enemy queen and the Inferno. Pretty good value. Rages up the miners around the eagle. Uses the warden. And they're making their push through the base. He still has a heal for the very back end. probably for those double wizard towers. Queen's still alive. King's still alive. I mean, this is a completely max base. No, this one still needed cannons too. But yeah, pretty impressive raid, if I do say so myself. And I do say so. It's pretty nice. Yeah, real nice. Okay. So I was with him when he made the plans for those, and he hit those. And me and him talked about the raid on this base. Now, I've tripled this before with a different strategy of Queen Walk miners. And what I didn't like is it was very YOLO. It ended up with not very many troops left. They split all over the place, and it was a mess. And by some miracle, I took it down, probably because it was not even close to a max base. I think it had all the wizard towers were still max Town Hall 11. So the plan is Queen up here at the 12 to come down into the Town Hall. King on the 3 o'clock side to come down here. And Miners and Warden to work their way through this core. Now, the plan was only to have one rage, okay? If you look at the comp, right, I have 4 rages and a jump and only 1 heal. Complete mistake. Was not supposed to have that. I was supposed to have 1 rage in the clan castle, all the rest heals, and a poison. Now, I saw this as soon as I hit attack, and I panicked, but you got to figure out a way to make it work. In this case, I said, okay, I'm going to rage the Queen, and I'm going to jump her into this T-junction here, and hopefully get the Eagle and the Queen. I went Sui Blimp into the single target Inferno and the Queen, hoping to take them both down, which of course I do not, because the clan castle was Dragon and Valkyries. I did get the single target Inferno, thank God. And the reason I wanted that was because my Queen was just going to walk to here and then walk around. But that's not the plan anymore. Now, this is me thinking like, oh God, what do I do? Okay, put the Queen down, get the Dragon Lord to the Queen, and then I put that archer down, and it retargets to that archer. And then watch what kind of AIDS pathing happens to me here. That dragon is going for those healers. Now, of course, at the same time, the King aggroes to my Queen, so I immediately pop her ability to take both the King and the dragon down before the healers go down, because I need her to make a strong push. Because if she doesn't make that push, this raid is over. So I figure since I have tons of rages, I might as well be generous with them. And I go ahead and rage the Queen again. I put the King down at 3. And I start the Miners with the Warden. I put that jump down just in time to get the Queen to go down there. Pretty lucky. And when I realize she's about to take on the Queen, I go ahead and drop a rage on her. And I poison the Queen to slow her down. Since I didn't use it with the clan castle because I had to burn the ability, it just made sense. So I tried to use the Warden ability there to try to save those Miners. It did catch a couple of them, but it was really basically just going to be a waste. So I used it when I realized the Warden's going to walk with the Queen. I might as well use it now because she's not going to die to anything left down here. So yeah, so the Miners make their push. I'm going to go ahead and times 2. And that's pretty much it. You're seeing the end of the raid here. Pulled off a miracle triple with completely wrong spells. Completely wrong. But got very lucky. Very, very lucky. Alright, I think that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you for checking it out, and I will see you in the next one.